Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm happy to be bringing you this video. I'm going to be doing an overview slash review of the quad lock phone case. This is specifically for the Galaxy S21 Ultra. That is my daily driver. And first impressions, I like the look of this case. It's really, really sleek. It looks really, really mature. There's no bells and whistles. It looks really cool. I really, really like that about this. And I'm going to go ahead and compare this to this Urban Armor gear. I got this at Best Buy. This was about $45, $50. I don't remember. It was one of the more premium cases that you can get for your phone. I think it's absolutely important to get something like this for a device that costs about $1,200 or whatever the hell I paid for it, which is a little too much. I'm never going to do that again. But nonetheless, what are the differences between a case like this, which is, premium? It's meant to be used outdoors. It's meant to be, to put up with the elements, sort of say. There's some pros and cons, and let's just go over those really quickly. So first off, again, this looks incredibly sleek and mature. I like that a lot about the quad lock case. The locking feature behind the case, it's kind of weird. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to. I've been using this for quite a few days already, almost a week now. And you know what? It's growing on me, or I'm learning to live with it. It's not that big of a deal. It's not super pronounced and wonky looking. And this over here, it's a little bit more smooth. It's a little bit more smooth all around. One thing that I do like about both of these cases is that the camera, it's kind of sunk in to this case, so the cameras, the lenses, etc., they're going to be protected, which is always an incredibly important thing. One thing I like about this phone right here, or this phone case right here, the UAG phone, is that all throughout the case here, the phone kind of remains a little bit sunken in, and it just offers a little bit more protection. However, the phone case from Quad Lock, from the top to the bottom, it's slightly raised just a little bit. So if you were to set your phone down like that, it's not, the screen is not making contact with the surface. It is slightly elevated, slightly removed from the surface, which is always a nice thing. However, the sides are probably not going to get the same amount of protection. So I probably would have liked a little bit more, of that conformity all around. I wanted it to be raised all around, but whatever. The buttons are significantly smaller on the quad lock. It's going to take some getting used to, but they are incredibly responsive, and I've had no issues. Again, it's going to take a lot of getting used to, and that's about it. One feature that I absolutely love about something like this, from the UAG case, is that you have this hex pattern all throughout the back of the inside of this case. And if there were to be dirt or debris kind of sneaking its way in behind, it's not going to be making contact with the back of the phone. It's just going to be, kind of bouncing around in these little spots. As opposed to this, this is completely flat. However, I don't think this is going to be that big of a deal. I had a similar phone case for my Galaxy S9 Plus, and sometimes it would get a little dusty, dirty, etc., or debris would sneak its way back there in the case, or the glass held up really well. I don't really think this is glass back here for the Galaxy S Plus, or the Galaxy S21 Ultra. So we're gonna go ahead and put the phone in, and let's talk about the fit. All right, so this is what the phone looks like in its case. Really, really cool, really, really sleek. I like this, man. I really, really like this. I'm enjoying the case, and the fit is excellent. I'm not afraid or worried about this phone flying off or flying out of the case and doing something wonky. It's in there really, really good. And that's what I would expect from a case that is meant to be, mounted on a motorcycle, which is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be riding around on my motorcycle, and I want this in front of me, right in front of my, my gauges and stuff. So yeah, why did I choose something like this? So something like the quad lock over a, like the cases for rock form. The rock form cases are a little bit more expensive. They have a little bit more features, but they're a little bit too bulkier. They're bigger. They appear more heavy duty, if you want to call it that. Personally, I want to be able to wirelessly charge this, especially if I'm in the workshop and I want to have the phone. I'm always taking calls, so I don't want to have this, connected to a charging cable, and keep disconnecting it, reconnecting it, etc. And I just want to avoid that. So yeah, the wireless charging feature was a really, really important thing. So according to a lot of the comments on Amazon, yeah, right now it is charging. Look at that. It's at 17%. So I got to charge this thing properly. Funny enough, this thing is just way too low. And you can also charge it vertically here. Let me turn up the brightness just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. There we go. It's a little it can be a little finicky. It's gotta match up with like the plates or whatever, the little magnet plates. But yeah, something like this is just incredibly ideal. And I'm not even using a fancy charger. This is just a charger from Best Buy. So yeah, I went with quad lock over something like Rockform just because of the utility. I'm able to charge it more. I don't have to discard or get rid of any of my already existing phone accessories. I like that this is a little bit more sleek, a little bit more mature. It doesn't look as heavy duty. It doesn't look as robust as a Rockform. However, I've had cases that were nearly identical to this, with the exception of without the locking feature in the back. And I've dropped my S9 Plus a million times, and that phone didn't crack, didn't break, didn't get dinged up or marred or anything like that. I ended up selling it for quite a bit of money to pay for this, and it held up, man. It held up really well. So I have no fears whatsoever that this quad lock case is not going to perform the way that it's advertised. So yeah, again, this is just for the Galaxy S21 Ultra, but I imagine that all the other cases are gonna, pretty much perform exactly the same way. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. What are your opinions about the quad lock phone cases? I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or questions or concerns, just go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll do my best to respond. I usually do. All right, guys, peace out.